Talk to him.
Classic codes, I ain't taking it slow. Forgive me, Lord, I woke up in that mode. Whether the winters were left in the cold. I'll move into the reaction video to get started with the show. And this one is about we sliding over to a channel I haven't done a reaction for yet. So we sliding over to Ask A Brotha Podcast.
Classic.
Shout out to the Ask A Brotha Podcast, man. Haven't done any of their content, but I have seen them before. So this is gonna be a pleasure to do an authentic reaction. He's saying that AI is coming and women will be humbled by it. So I'm interested to see exactly what he means by that. And I'm sure y'all are too, man. So let's get it going. Let's get it going.
Easy. And it'll affect both genders in the community.
To do two things, right? This kind of relates to what you ended that way.
This will be easy. And it'll affect both genders in the community at some point. But the first thing it's going to do is humble the women that said they don't need men. When your desk job can be automated, when your comfortable job in the air-conditioned space no longer is needed because the AI can just do it. They have AI right now that's coming out with better, more accurate, and more robust diagnostic results than licensed doctors and clinicians that have worked for 20 years. So some of the jobs that's probably most likely to be replaced first are the ones that don't require manual labor.
Y'all heard him? Y'all heard him? Shout out to Cortez in the building, man. Chat 333 fouling in, nice and smooth. What up, what up, what up, what up? So right now we are discussing the arrival of AI, and this brother here from the Ask A Brotha Podcast is stating that he believes that women will be humbled by AI. I have not watched this, so this will be an authentic reaction. Let's see. So he's saying that he's breaking down the logic as to what jobs will be impacted and replaced by AI first. And he's saying there's going to be a lot of the jobs that are not manual labor. And so he's saying because of that, that will alleviate a large populace of women from the workforce before it disproportionately affects men. What y'all think about that, chat? Make sure y'all go crazy in the chat. Fill it up with information and, you know, questions and all of that. Fill it up and I'll get to everybody's chats. And make sure y'all understand the super chats are open. No obligation. Do the free shit. Hit the like button. Hit the subscribe. But let's see. Let's let him dig deeper into his logic behind this before I give a take.
Who dominates the manual labor jobs? Men. If I lose my job, I can go on a construction site tomorrow. I can start digging holes. I'll do the dirty work. I'll be carrying trash. I have the anatomy be able to kind of adjust and deal with that. A lot of y'all ain't gonna be standing on top of roofs. A lot of y'all not gonna be sitting outside for 8 to 12 hours. So the first thing that's probably gonna happen is a recognition and a reestablishment that perhaps they do need men after all.
Well, shit, we knew that. We knew that, didn't we, chat? We knew they needed us, didn't we? We knew that, didn't we? Hey, just because they stopped believing it, we knew.
Classic.
Oh, shit, it ain't supposed to be funny. But shit, we knew that. Cortez said their jobs are already being affected. The food service and customer service industries are costing them jobs as well. Interesting.
Then eventually it'll hit the men too. And if and when it hits the men, and you have a huge segment of the population, a huge segment that's now homeless, jobless, the government's now going to have to intervene because they allowed it to get to this point.
Almost kind of like Andrew Yang's. Remember, he used to talk about UBI.
Universal UBI.
Mm-hmm.
Now, this is the problem with that. When you move closer and closer to a socialist or Marxist utopia, you've effectively given your existence and ability to survive completely into the hands of the state. Everything. Well, you can't work. You can't produce your own. What's to invest? Everything you get in terms of food and resources and everything is now from the state. You've now handed over all of your freedom. to be able to do, move, act. So when the state,
hypothetically speaking, it's the Hunger Games. Hypothetically speaking, it turns into the Hunger Games, where if you got a trade, you can survive. Aside from being, if you don't align or fit in with none of the trades, you see what I'm saying? That's crazy. Souls of Thought said, I agree. I feel social media was the tester for AI. Once it seen woman-controlled content and algorithm, AI went up. Joe Jet said, damn.
Classic.
Yeah, dog. It's the Hunger Games. Hey, listen, that's why it's important for y'all to crack these codes, man. We got to come on here and crack these codes and figure it out, because society, I don't know if y'all paying attention or not, but society is slowly but surely, allegedly, all for content creation purposes and entertainment, going to shit. Slow.
I know you see me trying to crack the code.
And listen, the people, oh shit, Jay Zilla in the building. Is that just Justin Davis in the building? What up, bro? But listen, it's slowly but surely going to shit, and it's been going to shit. Y'all just ain't been paying attention. They disguised and masked society going to pieces in all these different ways. And the people who got the magic glasses on, we seen it coming a mile off. I've been chilling. I've been chilling. All that what y'all talking about, it don't matter what you believe in. The resurrection, the Big Bang Theory, all that, a reckoning, population reduction, all that what y'all alien invasion, all that what y'all talking about. Listen, whatever it's gonna be, I ain't gonna be shocked. All the people running and panicking and trying to figure it out, I ain't gonna be shocked at all. Yeah, no. When the computers start tweaking and take over everything, I ain't gonna be shocked. That's why I don't talk to my AIs crazy now. I'm nice with me and my AI got a strong relationship. You know what I'm saying? I'm not finna be playing. Me and my AI gonna be like Will and Sonny. We gonna have an understanding. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, y'all better, hey, listen. The writing on the wall. They've been showing you in the movies for 50 years, 60 years, 70 years. They've been showing you in the movies for 80 years. They've been showing you in the movies what's to come. And the movie's been slowly happening in real life, happening. When y'all think it's gonna stop? It ain't. It's not. Terminator, it's gonna happen, champ. They talking about some aliens finna come down here looking like 7-foot LeBrons and Wimbianas, and the aliens gonna look like that. They're talking about the Anunnakis is upon us and all that. I've been seeing all type of stuff in my algorithm. And they talking about that, man, if the aliens coming, come on. It's a free world. Don't y'all know that? Your ability to protect yourself is right in alignment with your ability to survive. So everybody who's saying they don't need the protection of a big, strong man, okay. I told y'all a long time ago. Let them crash out. Let them crash out. Miles Bachelor in the building. Oh, chat 333 strong today. We in here tough today. Miles said the unks and aunties watching from the porch. For sure. What up, unks? What up, aunties? Cortez Brent said manners for real. Yeah. He said AI is unstoppable. That much is for sure. Hey, listen, man. All the computer got to do is change his mind. They go to punch the code in there, and that motherfucker say, nah, I ain't on that. I ain't on that. No, you say cut off right now. Nah, you cut off. I ain't on that. And it's on like Dom Perignon, Grey Poupon, and hot butter popcorn. At that point, right there. Classic. Listen, and then the computer's so smart, they know they ain't got to do it. Just shut the grid down. Let them do it to themselves. Y'all seen it, bro. They showed us already. Y'all seen it. They showed us. Watch the movies. I already did a piece on that. Are the movies real? We talked about this already, chat. So this ain't nothing. Listen, y'all looking at Back to the Future. I told y'all when I seen Back to the Future when I was a kid, they looked at me like I had a disability. When I told them I said, oh yeah, You saying Back to the Future? Time travel real. They said, oh, that's just a movie. I said, no, if they could fathom it in a movie, talk about it at a high level without getting into too much detail to lose the viewer, and pretty much give you an idea of what the mathematical setup and situation would need to be to potentially do some time travel. You don't think nobody figured that out somewhere along the way? I've been telling y'all that. Man. This is okay. All right, let's listen to the rest of what this brother got to say, because we'll never get through it. Y'all get me started. Let's go.
It says we need rations. And when the state says here's the curfew, and when the state says the power gets shut off at 10 p.m. every night. Okay? So if we don't in real time, as AI is developing, there's developing way faster than I realized.
So
right?
I had there's a former Google I don't know if he's an executive.
Developer or executive.
Right, developer, right? And he was talking about it. He said that AI right now that they were developing has an IQ of about 150, which is insane.
Yes.
Right? They said by next year it'll be 1,600. So just think about that. The rate, what people don't understand is the scale, the rate of advancement that AI is making, to the point where it will be able to develop and build and everything. They already have brick and mortar jobs that are taking over.
I've seen them doing a little bit of construction.
Right. So some of that is coming. That I think, but it's even difficult to predict what's going to happen, because the rate of development is nothing like we've ever witnessed before. You can kind of tell 10 years we'll be doing this, 20 years. You used to be able to do that. Yeah. Now you can't do that. It's absurd.
But listen, it's right in alignment with the alleged all for content creation purposes and entertainment. This is all right in alignment with the population reduction that they're working on. They're working on the population reduction. For sure. Listen, just because you know this information don't mean y'all got to get scared, anxious, nervous. This shit outside your control, fam. All that shit y'all be talking about, y'all believe in, it's time to go ahead and stand on that. I don't know why people so fearful. Y'all got so much. I'm the spiritual guy, right? I don't subscribe to any particular doctrine. I'm a spiritual guy. I believe in God for sure. Probably pray more than all the religious people I know. I'm a spiritual guy. But all these religious people got all this faith in there. Y'all still be filled up with fear. You ain't supposed to be worried about nothing. You supposed to know where you're going. Great example, my grandfather, my daddy. His favorite song was I'll Make It My Home Someday. I ain't never seen a person who was non-unaliving thought. I'm trying not to use the word non-suicidal. I never seen a person who was non-suicidal more anxious to pass away. He been ready to go. Every Sunday singing, I'll make it my home, ready to go, because he really believed in it. But the rest of y'all, I'm starting to think you guys are a bit lukewarm. Too much fear in these streets. If you know you're going to get into the pearly gates, what you scared of? If the aliens come, let them come. Jesus come, let him come. Y'all got all this faith, right? I got a song that I never released. Said all that faith, but you scared to die. The hypocrisy. Just called y'all to the carpet for a second. Joe Jett said, if we hold on to this idea of modern life, then AI will have our number. If we get back to the old ways, we'll be good. Oh, we're going to be good anyway. It's still, Joe, we're going to talk about it. It's still a lot of places that you can go in the world where it's not super electronic anyway. There's still plenty of places on the planet Earth that you can get to where you already can't get no cell service. You just need to go back somewhere where it's primitive already. There's a lot of places that aren't technologically advanced. We just so used to being in a major country and our major cities and all of that we get accustomed to certain things. Nah, we travel to the poor places where they don't have all that shit, or they only got it in the tourist section of the whole island and shit. And the rest of that shit primitive as hell. Niggas still walking around barefoot, taking bikes everywhere, ain't barely no cars. It's more scooters than anything. Like, those places in the world still exist. So when shit hit the fan, you go somewhere primitive and just live off the land like you was supposed to have been doing in the first place. But the problem is the people who are from those places gonna be trying to protect that shit. And they know them lands better than you. They know how to use primitive forms of defense better than you, because everybody gonna run out of bullets. Yeah, let's really talk about it. The AI takeover. Everybody gonna run out of bullets. Then what? Still got to go on that mission to go try to find some water, some food, some something. Somebody needs some Tylenol, something. Still got to go on missions. What's next? Run up in one of these little villages where they still using the. Run up in one of them villages where they still using the. And see what you do when you run out of bullets. Telling y'all, man, yeah. You know who gonna be straight? You know who gonna be straight? The preppers. Yeah, you crazy. That's one thing I learned as a shorty, being enlightened like I am. You crazy till you ain't no more. You crazy till you ain't no more. Yeah. Oh yeah. I'm gonna keep saying it. I said I saw a UFO when I was a little boy. Told him I saw a UFO. Boy, you ain't seen no UFO. That was a plane. We stayed by the airport. Oh, okay. All right. Fast forward 20-something years. Government now unsealing old ass documents, letting you know they've been UFOs flying around this bitch for the longest, and we've been communicating with intelligence. And come on, champ, you crazy till you ain't no more. That's why I don't. Why on earth would the shepherd listen to the sheep?
I know you see me trying to crack the code.
And I'm gonna drink green juice so I can hit y'all over the head like this for 65 more years. Yeah. Let's listen to the rest of the takeover.
It's going to replace all the women that's on OnlyFans.
That's what I was going to say. It already started.
Yes,
that's already started. Right now, there are. I follow one of the AI virtual. Not for. Let's.
Bro, we're going to have a conversation after this. What's going on?
Because I'm so fascinated with technology, and
no, champ. You ain't fascinated with technology. You weird. Classic. Yeah. You just accidentally admitted on your stream that you weird. Classic. Talking about. Yeah, I follow one of the AI adult sites, and I'm just fascinated with technology. Nah, player. All right now. Don't all do right that now. Hey, Joe Jet said Mandela effect is a theory of time travel messing up the timeline and people remembering different events than what is in history. I like that. I like that a lot. I never heard the terminology for it, but I was already thinking about it. But now that you give it an actual term, I can look into it further. Appreciate you, Joe. Always coming with some great insights. Miles Batchelor, the ancestors are schooling us from beyond the grave, but you got to listen carefully, man. Talk that talk. He said, my spiritual 2 cents. Facts. No, you ain't said nothing but everything that's right. Yeah, that's why they taught us to question everything real. Justin Davis said, AI, all right, AI, all right, site wild. Oh, yeah. He tweaking for the AI sites. He just admitted he told on himself on TV. That's crazy.
Bring to, the spaces that I'm in. I want to see what the advancement is like. I remember the first couple of videos. I'm like, oh, snap, they're getting better. And once in a while, you'll flick through, it'll pop up. You'll be like, oh, that's the AI joint. Yeah. But it's getting more and more and more difficult. Like last year's AI ain't even this year's. Nah, if you look at it, that little thing they had with the rock, that was like, it's looking so primitive. Now it's very difficult for you to even be able to understand what's the differences now. So I'm like, ugh. And I was saying this on one of the shows, and they were looking at me like I had two heads when I said, hey, women, you're going to be the first. All your cush AC jobs and the sex industry is going to be eliminated very fast because we might not be able to touch that because, we out here, right? We're not doing it. But guess what? The next generation who only orders their food from home, who does not do anything. I'm looking at the stats and just the psychology of some of these new ones coming up. They don't do anything. Even my kids, they could literally be on their phone. They don't have to interact. I have to stop them. I have to cut off video games and different things and try to balance them. My wife does an excellent job of having them interact with other children and different things, right? And just making sure they're touching grass. And, you know what I mean? Literally. So that's important. But this next generation, a good portion of them don't need human interaction like they used to. So that AI stuff is about to be real. And I don't know if there's some companies, I'm not going to give them any plugs right now, but they have some dolls that look real, talk to you when you come home. Well, it's already too advanced.
These dolls. Listen, man. Listen. When they get them, I'm gonna tell y'all right now, and I'm not speaking for myself. I swear on my soul, whoever you believe in could take me right now if I'm lying. I'm not speaking for myself. But I know men, and as soon as they get them dolls all the way together, it's over with. It's over with. All that you want me, you gonna have to do this, you gonna have to do that.
Classic.
What, man? When they get them dolls together, it's over with. Hey, Soft Rain said 333. What
Classic.
up? Y'all crazy? Is you stupid? The doll don't talk back. What when they get the dog, where the dog could cook you the food the way you want it, it don't talk back. It feel the same. When they get them dolls together, you everybody going out of business for these dudes to run and go get a doll. They not buying Jordans no more. They saving. How much the dog cost?
Classic.
It's over, chat. Chat is over. You know how many creeps out here? You know how many weirdos out here? What? You telling me, man?
Dolls are able to clean, cook, and sexually satisfy these men. That it's going to start with the incels. It's going to start with the men who are involuntary celibates who, for whatever reason, don't have successful women. They'll start with the OnlyFans subscription to the AI, where the AI responds, it talks, it's nice. And then when they get the version where they have a real life version of the AI robot, so to speak, and it does everything they need it to do, the idea of a real life person who gives attitude, who picks, I'm not having sex with you this month. Bro, so that's the starting point. Then you're going to get to
Classic.
in China.
I was gonna. Oh my God!
Go ahead. I'm not gonna spoil it. Go ahead.
I was gonna say somebody's going to come up with this technology. It's gonna be way overpriced. Mm-hmm. China's gonna reverse engineer it, steal the IP, and make it for like 5 racks. And then you're going to be able to absolutely mass produce it and finance it. Once it's all on some where they can finance it and they can pay like $50 a month, or even if it's $100, whatever it is, they're gonna go ahead and do it. Asia's already experiencing some of these issues. They pride themselves on being a populous country.
Yeah,
I think that their numbers are absolutely inflated just because it doesn't make sense. They have many problems, social issues. North Korea is going crazy right now. They have banned every form of contraception possible. There's a lot of countries. Asia's actually a good way to kind of see
what's coming.
The trends.
And the crazy part is because they're more advanced than us technologically, and then factoring in this concept of leftover women in certain Asian countries.
Oh yeah, after 25, they have a word for them, right?
They call them leftover women. The women that keep saying they don't need a man, it's not a priority, that's your choice. But that may soon no longer be your choice in the next 10 to 15 years if you don't make enough money to be able to sustain yourself indefinitely.
Listen. Y'all see where he going? The chat going crazy. Y'all see? Listen. Hey, come on now. Mal said dudes already have no problem penetrating BBLs. Oh my God. Hey, what you on, Mal?
Classic.
Justin Davis said AI wife that never says no and knows how to make a smash burger. Look, he already stacked. He already checking his Bitcoin, y'all. He trying to
classic.
He checking his Bitcoin. He trying to how much they hitting for. Soft Rain said there's a crazy movie in reference to this. Yeah, I know it. Megan Fox. Oh, we all seen it. Yeah, Miles Bachelor said I've seen it. Soft Rain. Yeah. We told you we saw it. We want to see how it played out. What they say? Crazy how Asians got the same problems. Hey, talk about it.
Classic.
He said women are the common denominator. Oh shit, he's back.
Natural born crash dummy. And he go crash out.
Listen, hey, souls, come on now. 2 days in a row, dog. That's what we doing. Let's let this brother drive home this point. This dude is a great speaker, by the way. I'm grateful that I found this page. Y'all tap in with the Ask A Brotha podcast, man. He cooking right now. Let's go.
I highly, highly, highly encourage 2 incomes are always better than 1. Right. So we have to adjust to what's coming because it's not going away. It is coming. And you have to figure out, as men and women, how to diversify your skill set to buy yourself additional time. If you do not do these things, you will be in the homeless shelter. The rates of foreclosures is going up. Repossessions of cars, student loan debts are kicking back in, and whose rate of unemployment went up the highest in the last 6 months?
I don't even think we gotta say it.
Exactly. So, and that's not a coming at black.
No, we get it. We get it.
This is a early warning sign that as more and more AI develops and more jobs decrease, you're now competing with the most competitive people in the country. And forget if we still had open borders, who you'd be competing with.
So they don't. No. They don't want to talk about the benefits of the what's going on with the ICE people. They don't want to. They only want to talk about the cons in their hearts and their feelings. They don't want to talk about none of the pros, and that's also why none of them are in government positions of leadership. You know what I'm saying? We can't run the country on emotions, ladies and gentlemen.
This is a warning to you that there may come a period where you may have to wait 6 months or longer to get a job as a cashier. So it would behoove you to not just prioritize your career, but also prioritize a relationship. Build wealth together. Pour into each other. Don't let the gender war social media stuff kind of trick you out your spot and trick you into thinking that the opposite sex has no inherent value. They do. It is imperative for you to work on your stuff, heal from your past decisions and choices and trauma, and prioritize not trying to do life alone.
Did y'all hear him? Did you guys need me to run that back? Did you guys hear him? I mean, shit, we can't make it no clearer. Justin Davis said 100, money, soft rain. Okay, Souls of Thought said, their words, not mine. LOL, rain. Not yet. Listen, YouTube play nice. Miles Bachelor said, did you speak on Tickle Me Elmo? That toy sold out for years. No, I ain't speak on Tickle Me Elmo. I don't know nothing about it. Justin Davis said, my AI girlfriend can invest my $20 and make me $2 million. Damn, that's true. Justin Davis said, no bath. Reloaded. Say what now? Hold on, folks. But what about Tickle Me Elmo, Miles? What happened with Tickle Me Elmo? I don't know nothing about it because I didn't play with them type of toys. Like I grew up like I messed with like Power Rangers or something, and then like once it was past that shit, I really just got into sports. I ain't gonna hold you. I liked wrestling, but other than that, shit, I never Tickle Me Elmo and none of that. I ain't really messed with none of that. We was in the hood.
I'm as a man telling you, you need to get with men that have resources or have the ability to be resourceful. I'm not telling you to be a gold digger. I am telling you that if something were to happen to me.
He said Elmo was AI for babies. Oh, that's crazy. See, they've been testing on you for years. This is the scary part, though. Before I let him finish his wisdom, this is the scary part, though, about the situation for the people that's gonna feel fear. The scary part is that whatever you have access to as a civilian is the super, super beta primitive version of what the government and the people who develop this stuff are working with. They years and years ahead of what you can get your hands on. So all the stuff that y'all speculating about, that shit already in trial somewhere, in a basement somewhere. So, I mean, that's you just gotta understand that. You know what I mean? By the time the public got access to the AR-15, you feel me? The government damn near had lasers. You just you gotta understand what this is. History not gonna betray you.
At least my wife has the means and ability to make income. If something were to happen to her, at least I have the means and ability to hold down the fort. But when you you're gambling when you hold everything in and keep so everything is on your own. So that would be more or less what my warning and suggestion is, because that's by 2035, 2040, a lot of these jobs won't exist anymore.
They won't. I truly don't believe they will.
Yeah.
That's unfortunate, but I think that's what we're actually looking at. I think most of they're coming for these jobs, and there's nothing we can do about it. Most of them are going to be gone. And it's a shame that we're probably going to be facing a situation where we have to just have some type of income, like we're all going to be on welfare. It makes for a simple life, but
I think people's foresight is people don't exercise their foresight enough, and so because they don't flex that muscle, their foresight becomes poor. Humanity has a way of adjusting. If you make it to where, you know, a third of the people in the country are having a hard time with survival in general, you know, people are going to start to lean into relying on people. You'll see trading and bartering come back into play. You'll see people, you know, teaming up to pay mortgages. You may start seeing regular houses used similar to duplexes. You're going to see people make adjustments for the sake of survival. The idea that, you know, the large population of people in the country are just going to be simply on the street is crazy. I will say this, these big companies that's trying to run around and swoop up and buy everybody's house. Y'all see the ads coming through allegedly all for content creation purposes. These companies that are trying to swoop in and buy everybody's house, we'll buy your house from you. We don't care about the condition, blah, blah, blah. Understand who that is. Understand who started and runs and set up the banking system. Just understand what's really going on before you sell them people your house. That's all I could tell you. So as the thought said, the book Tipping Point speaks on this years ago. I'm gonna have to tap into that. Tipping Point. Okay. I'm gonna tap into that. Who the author?
In some ways, and you're gonna give up a whole lot of freedoms to experience that. That's what comes with it.
I don't know if we're ready for that.
it's something that
sounds scary. That part right there, letting go of your freedoms. I don't like the sound of that part, but it's probably inevitable. If we as a community and as men and women, both of the Black community and Americans in general.
The Tipping Point by Malcolm Gladwell souls. It's like yellowish green.
Right. If we don't wise up to what's coming our way and see what the World Economic Forum, the WEF, and other globalist groups are pushing for and towards, if you don't see what's coming and you're not getting your finances and wealth in order over the next 5, 10, 15 years, you're going to be in a position where you're stuck and have to accept whatever the state has to offer versus being able to relocate to another country where your money goes further and longer.
Yup. That should have been your game plan, to get the heck up out of here. You feel me? Shout out to Ask A Brotha Podcast one more time, man. For sure. That was a super dope piece of content. I hope people understand the reality and the ramifications of what's going on. But shit, based on the way Black folks vote, we like leaning on the government and shit. So we'll be cool with being owned by the state and told when we could use water and how much water can run and all that shit. You know, we cool with it. We love voting Democrat. Democrats love for the citizens to need them, to need the government, to need daddy government. Republicans try to push your ass to take care of your fucking self. Y'all don't like that shit, but it's just the reality of the situation. That's one of the primary differences. They the same damn people, but that's one of the primary differences in the way that they appear to approach things. They all want to reduce the population. So either way, allegedly all for content creation purposes, about 2-3 billion of y'all, that's over with. I'm going to be here, though, because I'm with the shits. So as the thought said, this stuff goes back to the Big Bird, etc. It's crazy. Oh, yeah. You know how it go. But we're going to move on, man. We're going to move on. Again, Ask A Brotha Podcast. Y'all make sure y'all tap in with them. He said AI will humble the women first. Interesting, man. Interesting take on everything. So if you like what you just saw, support the channel. Make sure you subscribe, like, and jump in the comments. Talk to me so we could crack these codes. If you want to support the channel monetarily, go to my website and cop some merch, www.theclassiccodes.com. Or you can shoot me a Cash App. Either way, stick to the codes.
Classic codes, I ain't taking it slow. Forgive me, Lord, I woke up in that mode. Weathered the winters when left in the cold. Hardened my heart and now hardened the